Hi guys, EBPMAN here with Tablets for Me, and today we're going to take a look at another case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. This is the Executive Tough Case from roocase. Now before completing the unboxing, let's take a look at some of the features that are highlighted with this case. First thing that we'll notice is that this is a heavy-duty case. As you notice here, they're advertising it as their strong protection series, and as we look at the inside, some of the description that we have here is that it's made out of two materials: flexible TPU as well as a tough hard plastic, or PC as they put it here, for stability. It has also reinforced corners, and it also has the raised ridges on the sides for additional protection. In the back, we can see that the product once again highlighted that it is impact resistance, and it also features the ability to really very easily have access to all of the buttons that you need in order to raise your volume, turn off your phone, as well as have access to your camera. So let's go ahead and unbox this and let's see what this case is all about. So now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the case. On the inside of the case, what you see here is that pattern or design that you see in a lot of heavy-duty cases, which is used to disperse the impact, the shock that your phone receives when it's dropped. The case, however, is a hybrid case or a fused case. You'll notice that we have the TPU material on the sides, which gives it some flexibility, but the back is of that hard plastic material. Even though it looks like there's a physical separation here, there really isn't. It's just one full piece, which is a very interesting design. So it is kind of flexible on the sides, but the center, you'll notice, is very rigid. It does have metal-like buttons, which I think gives it a really nice look. So you can see the metallized buttons there that are used to turn on your phone as well as your volume rocker. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert our Note 5 into the case, and then we'll look at how everything aligns, and we'll look at some more of the features. Now, inserting your Note 5 is pretty straightforward. I like starting always from the power side, so I'll just slip it in just like this, and then I'll just push down. That's pretty much all there is to it. Now, let's take a look at how, or what type of rim protection that we have around the actual screen. So if you look at the rim right here, the border, you have a decent protection going all the way around. You can see that right there, and you can see that right there as well. Now, this phone does have a tempered glass screen protector. It's from Super Shields. I always get asked what screen protector you have, so this is what's on there. And you'll notice that it is not interfering whatsoever with the screen protector, which is really good. So now looking at the back, you'll notice that where we have our camera, you have some really nice depth, and you'll notice how it's in an angle right there. That angle is to prevent any kind of flash that may come back when you take a picture. So I really like that it's angled, and it's going to prevent, as you're taking a picture, for that flash to bounce back and impact the quality of your photo. Now you'll notice also that on the corners you have this extra edge. So you have the depth that you see there, but then you have these edges that are coming out, these extra corners that are going to give you even more space and more protection as you lay your phone down, and that's on every side. Now you do have roocase's brand and logo here in the very bottom, but once again, once you put this phone down, you really don't have to worry because you have the nice depth, and then you have those corners. Now each one of the corners has a bump out, and you can see that it's bumped out really nicely. So you have this extra bumper protection, and it's pretty significant what's coming out, and that's going to make sure that if you do drop your phone on any of the corners, that you don't run into any problems with the screen cracking because of the impact being so close to the screen. Access to your fingerprint sensor is pretty straightforward, so you can see that there's nothing impacting that there. And then here you have the volume rockers, and then you have the power button. And the power button does have kind of a little pattern to it so that you can feel that, and your volume rocker also has a little pattern on it and the plus and minus so that you can see the difference and feel the difference between the two. Now, as far as the alignment any of the other ports, you can see right there, pretty nice. Everything is spot on, nice and centered. You don't see anything that's shifted to the left or to the right slightly. And I like the nice cutout here because it gives me the ability to use some of those wider micro USB cords that you may have. Access to your stylus is also nice, and you'll notice that there's some protection still there so that if it does bump, you have that initial impact is not going to impact your stylus. And if you have a Note 5, anytime you drop your phone, the stylus does tend to come out a little bit. Now, besides that, at the very top, you do have another pinhole mic that is exposed, and the cutout is spot on there as well. And if I were to press the volume rockers, it feels very responsive. If I were to press the power button, the screen does turn on, and it's very responsive, and I do hear that clicking sound, which I like. All in all, this is a really nice looking case. So if we flip it on the back right there and take the shot from a distance, you'll see how this matte finish that you have on the back is not going to be a fingerprint magnet. And also with these, you can really see how the corners just pop out when it comes to that extra corner protection. All in all, I think this is a great option for those of you who are looking for a Note 5 case that has some really nice protection, has good camera protection, as well as the ability to prevent getting any of that flashback from when you take pictures, and it's reasonably priced. So this concludes our review of the Executive Tough Case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 from roocase. We want to thank roocase for making the case available for us to review on this channel. And I also want to thank you for taking the time watching this video. If you have any comments or questions about the product, leave it on the YouTube channel. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.